Test the Water by Jeevan Patel. Introduction. Just as play is crucial for human development, animals such as otters, dogs, and monkeys engage in play to build social bonds and learn survival skills. Imagine a group of otters sliding down a muddy river bank, squealing in delight as they splash into the water. It's not just fun, it's practice. These moments teach them how to swim, hunt, and communicate. Similarly, a child on a playground learns cooperation, problem solving, and emotional resiliency through play. Consider the fable of Coco, the gorilla who communicated through sign language. Coco loves playing with kittens, demonstrating a gentle, nurturing side that reshaped how we think about animal emotions. Her playful interactions revealed a deep intelligence and emotional complexity, bridging the gap between human and animal behavior. Another present example comes from Dr. Jane Scodila's groundbreaking research on chimpanzee. She observed a young chimp named Flint curiously stacking rocks and poking sticks into termite mounds. At first glance, it seems playful, but this game had a deeper purpose. Mastering the techniques of tools to use to extract food. Flint's experiment mirrored a human child building with blocks or solving a puzzle, activities that foster problem solving and innovation.
Activities that foster problem solving and innovation. In his younger days, Elon Musk, known for his curiosity, Musk took apart his father's electronics just to understand how they worked. While his tinkering often led to broken appliances, it laid the foundation for the visionary ideas that now drive SpaceX and Tesla, honing skills like a lion cub. Think back to when we were children, exploring the world one tiny step at a time. A toddler takes their first wobbly steps, falling countless times but rising again. That persistence, that innate drive to adapt, mirrors the way young lion cubs pounce on each other in play, honing hunting skills they'll need for survival. Play, at its core, is not just about joy, it's a rehearsal for life. A young boy named Akash, who grew up in a small fishing village. As a child, he and his friends would spend hours mimicking the birds they watched dive into the ocean for fish. What seemed like innocent play was teaching Akash balance, focus, and patience, skills he would later use as a successful deep-sea fisherman. His playful experiments with nature's patterns became the foundation of his survival and success. Play, as these situations show, is far from trivial. It is a profound and essential mechanism for growth, survival, and connection, a universal thread that ties us to the animal kingdom and to each other. Hibernate, finding rest in a chaotic world. When winter cloaks the earth in silence, many animals retreat into a state of profound stillness. Bears curl up in their dens, their heartbeat slowing to a whisper. Frogs bury themselves in frozen soil, their bodies transforming into biological miracles, surviving with ice in their veins. For turtles, hibernation means sinking into the murky depths of a pond, their metabolism so low it's almost imperceptible. These acts of hibernation are nature's way of enduring the harshest conditions. Humans, too, have their seasons of retreat. Burnout, the relentless hum of modern life, and seasonal affective disorder, SAD, are reminders that we're not as removed from nature as we'd like to think. Just as animals prepare meticulously for hibernation, storing fat and finding shelter, humans must consciously create their sanctuaries for rest and recovery. The rise of mindfulness practices, sleep hygiene trends, and digital detoxes reflect our yearning to emulate nature's rhythms. Imagine Maria, a high-powered executive in New York City. Her life was a blur of meetings, deadlines, and constant connectivity. One winter, after a severe bout of burnout, she decided to take a sabbatical. Inspired by the hibernation of bears, Maria moved to a small cabin in the Catskills. She embraced stillness, spent her days journaling, hiking, and sleeping longer than she had in years. By spring, Maria emerged transformed, her creativity rekindled and her health restored. In ancient China, Emperor Yongle of the Ming dynasty is said to have periodically retreated from his imperial duties to secluded gardens. These periods of rest allowed him to contemplate strategies that expanded his empire and fostered cultural achievements. His hibernation inspired the creation of serene landscapes like the Forbidden City's private garden spaces meant to cultivate peace and rejuvenation. Similarly, Ashoka the Great, the Indian emperor who once ruled with an iron fist, turned to introspection and retreat after witnessing the devastation of war. His decision to hibernate from aggressive conquests led to the spread of Buddhism and a legacy of peace that still resonates today. His story underscores the power of stepping back to reassess priorities and embrace renewal. In a modern twist, think of Greg, a software developer who joked that he was becoming like a frog in winter. After realizing his energy levels plummeted every December, he experimented with a new routine: late-night hot chocolates, cozy blankets, and a strict 9 p.m. bedtime. By mimicking the stillness of hibernating animals, Greg found his mood and productivity soaring by January. Absolutely, these phenomena remind us of our deep connection to nature. Here are some real human stories that highlight these aspects. Burnout. John's story. John, a dedicated professional, found himself working long hours without breaks. He started experiencing chronic fatigue, irritability, and a sense of detachment from his work. Recognizing the signs of burnout, he took a step back, sought therapy, and began prioritizing self-care. His journey to recovery included reconnecting with nature through regular walks in the park and spending time with loved ones. The relentless hum of modern life. Sarah's story. Sarah, a city dweller, felt overwhelmed by the constant noise and rush of urban life. She struggled with anxiety and sleep issues. Inspired by the idea of a simpler, more balanced life, she decided to move to a quieter town. Sarah now enjoys a slower pace of life, where she finds peace in gardening, yoga, and reading by the fireplace. Her story is a testament to the importance of finding harmony with our surroundings. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Emily's story. Emily, a teacher from a northern region, dreaded the winter months. The lack of sunlight affected her mood and energy levels, leading to feelings of sadness and lethargy. After being diagnosed with SAD, she began using a light therapy lamp, took daily walks during daylight hours, and practiced mindfulness. These changes helped her manage her symptoms and reclaim her joy during the winter season. These underscore the universal experiences we share with nature and the resilience of the human spirit in overcoming challenges. Herb. In Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, the author emphasizes how critical rest is for memory consolidation, emotional stability, and overall health. Animals like bears remind us that extended periods of rest are not lazy indulgences but essential for survival and regeneration. Commentary on Walker's work highlights how aligning with natural rhythms, even adopting seasonal adjustments, can revolutionize modern living. Actionable tips. Prepare your den. Create a restful environment with soft lighting, comfortable bedding, and calming scents. Seasonal adjustments. Embrace winter as a time for slower, reflective activities. Digital detox. Set boundaries for screen time to mimic the stillness of hibernation. Listen to your body. Like animals, tune into your natural rhythms and honor your need for rest. These stories and strategies simplify the complex science of rest, offering a thoughtful, relatable way to embrace hibernation-inspired habits. In a chaotic world, the wisdom of animals guides us back to balance and renewal. Symbiosis, the power of relationships. Nature's partnerships, bees and flowers, clownfish, and anemones. Symbiosis is more than a biological phenomenon, it is a timeless principle of partnership. In nature, the relationship between bees and flowers exemplifies mutualism. Bees collect nectar for food while pollinating flowers, ensuring their reproduction. Similarly, clownfish and sea anemones create a harmonious bond where one provides protection and the other offers shelter. These partnerships remind us of the profound power of connection. Humans and symbiosis, marriage, friendships, and business alliances. Imagine Emperor Akbar of India and his trusted advisor Birbal. Their relationship was a testament to symbiosis in leadership. Akbar's visionary rule was amplified by Birbal's sharp intellect and wit. Together, they built a golden era of art, culture, and diplomacy. One famous anecdote highlights this bond. When faced with a seemingly unsolvable dispute, Akbar turned to Birbal, who resolved it with wisdom and humor. This dynamic reflects how collaboration fosters innovation and resilience. Across the globe, Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, relied heavily on his symbiotic relationship with his mentor, the philosopher Rusticus. Rusticus' teachings grounded Marcus in Stoic principles, shaping his legacy as a philosopher king. Their bond was a blend of mentorship and mutual growth, a human mirror to nature's partnerships. Far-seeing partnerships. Take modern example of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, the co-founders of Apple. Jobs' visionary leadership combined with Wozniak's exceptional engineering skills and technical brilliance created a synergy that revolutionized the technology industry. This powerful partnership perfectly echoes Aristotle's philosophy that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. From Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy, we glean insights into the complexities of human relationships. Tolstoy's exploration of love and social ties underscores the delicate balance of mutual needs and sacrifices, an intricate dance akin to symbiosis in nature. Commentary on Tolstoy's work can inspire us to nurture our own relationships with care and understanding. Blaise Pascal once remarked on the interplay of reason and emotion in human connections. His famous quote, "The heart has its reasons which reason knows nothing of," encapsulates the essence of symbiosis, logic and emotion working in tandem, much like the natural world's partnerships. Reflecting on partnerships, one might find humor in Euclid's assertion that the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Human relationships often defy this simplicity, weaving through misunderstandings, reconciliation, and growth. Yet, it's these twists that make the bond richer, a reminder that even in nature, symbiosis requires effort and adaptation. In a recent event, two competing tech companies formed an unexpected alliance to combat cyber threats. Much like bees and flowers, their collaboration yielded mutual benefits, showcasing how even rivals can find common ground in shared goals. Lessons from symbiosis. Seek mutual benefit, foster relationships where both parties grow and thrive. Cultivate trust. Like the clownfish and anemone, trust is the foundation of any partnership. Adapt and evolve, embrace change and find ways to align with your partner's needs. Learn from mentors, draw inspiration from historical symbiotic relationships to enrich your own connections. By observing nature and reflecting on human stories, we uncover timeless lessons about the power of relationships, a force that shapes our lives and the world around us. Migration, the journey to thrive. When you visit a bird sanctuary, it's like stepping into a vibrant, living map of the world. The birds you see have embarked on incredible journeys, traveling thousands of kilometers from colder regions to find the warm sanctuary they need to thrive. Imagine this: a tiny warbler, no bigger than your fist, sets off from Siberia as autumn's chill begins to bite. It flutters through biting winds and over vast stretches of open water, following ancient, instinctual routes etched into its DNA. After weeks of travel, it finds solace in the lush wetlands, where the climate is just right for it to rest and refuel. In fact, there's a touching anecdote about a particular stork named Igor. Igor was fitted with a tracking device by scientists who wanted to study migratory patterns. Over the years, Igor's travels became legendary. Each winter, he'd leave his chilly home in Eastern Europe and make the perilous journey to Birbal Bird Sanctuary in India. The locals grew so fond of him that they started celebrating his arrival with a small festival. Igor's Day, they called it, marking the day this resilient traveler found warmth and refuge among them. Picture this, as winter's icy grip tightens, a flock of bar-headed geese prepares for their grueling journey from the heights of the Tibetan Plateau to the warmer climes of India. These extraordinary birds fly over the Himalayas, the highest mountain range in the world, reaching altitudes of up to 9,000 meters, nearly 30,000 feet, where oxygen levels are perilously low. Scientists are continually astounded by how these geese accomplish such a feat. Recent research suggests that their hemoglobin binds oxygen more efficiently, allowing them to thrive in an environment that would leave most animals gasping. Bird migration isn't just a spectacle, it's a survival strategy honed over millennia. There's a poignant story about the Siberian cranes, which used to make the epic journey to the wetlands of Birbal. Sadly, their numbers dwindled due to habitat destruction and poaching. Conservationists are working tirelessly to bring them back, using satellite tracking and creating protected areas. Every sighting of a Siberian crane now is a small but significant victory, a reminder of the delicate balance between nature and human intervention. Now, let's sprinkle in some witty anecdotes. Did you know that some birds are such navigational marvels that they can even find their way home from unfamiliar locations? Homing pigeons, for instance, have been used for centuries to carry messages across vast distances. During World War II, a pigeon named Sher Ami saved nearly 200 soldiers by delivering a crucial message despite being injured. Talk about a feathered hero. Speaking of extraordinary journeys, let's talk about the wildebeest migration in Africa. Every year, over 1.5 million wildebeests, accompanied by hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, embark on a perilous trek across the Serengeti in search of greener pastures. This migration is fraught with danger: crocodile-infested rivers and predator-packed plains. The sheer scale and drama of it all have inspired countless documentaries and even the iconic stampede scene in The Lion King. Bird migration is a testament to the resilience and determination of nature's avian wonders. They navigate using the stars, magnetic fields, and even the landscape below. And while we might marvel at our GPS and modern navigation systems, these feathered pilots have been making these epic journeys long before humans even dreamt of flight. And here's a fun tidbit: did you know that the Arctic tern holds the record for the longest migration of any bird? It travels from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back every year, a round trip of about 70,000 kilometers. That's like traveling around the Earth nearly twice. Remember, it is survival, endurance, and the unyielding quest for warmth that each bird carries with it. Human migration stories, from ancient tribes to modern refugees. Imagine the first humans venturing out of Africa, their journeys driven by curiosity, necessity, and survival. These migrations weren't just physical, they shaped culture, language, and civilization itself. It's akin to the famous line from The Lord of the Rings, "Not all those who wander are lost." Remember when we were children, imagining adventures far beyond our homes? That innate drive to explore mirrors the instincts of migratory animals like salmon swimming upstream. Emperor Ashoka, after his conquests, didn't just migrate geographically but spiritually. His journey from violence to spreading Buddhism across borders shows how human migrations are also about inner transformation. His far-seeing vision helped unite cultures under shared values. Psychology teaches us about the growth mindset, the belief that challenges and changes lead to growth. This concept parallels the resilience of migrating species. Just as wildebeests face predators and harsh terrains, humans overcome obstacles to reach new horizons. Ibn Battuta's travels, spanning over 70,000 miles across the Islamic world, show how migrations fostered the exchange of ideas, goods, and cultures. His accounts remind us of the transformative power of stepping beyond familiar borders. Marco Polo's journey along the Silk Road revealed the wealth and innovation of distant lands, much like how salmon's migrations enrich ecosystems. His curiosity and endurance inspire us to embrace the unknown. Jared Diamond's writings emphasize how migrations shaped societies and technologies, drawing parallels between ancient and modern movements. Think of migrations as the engine of progress, from hunter-gatherer tribes to globalized cities. Eric Hobsbawm, in his works on history, highlighted the migrations during the Industrial Revolution that revolutionized economies and communities. Consider how even today, people migrate for opportunities, echoing the wildebeest's relentless pursuit of survival. In Forrest Gump, Forrest's continuous running captures the essence of movement, a metaphor for personal growth, resilience, and the pursuit of meaning. The poignant scene in The Pursuit of Happiness where Chris Gardner runs to protect his son's future reflects the sacrifices and determination of those who migrate for a better life. Actionable insights: adapting to change in a fast-paced world. Aristotle's idea that man is by nature a social animal reminds us that migration is often about finding community. Whether it's a refugee seeking safety or a tech entrepreneur moving to Silicon Valley, migrations shape futures. Tolstoy once wrote, "Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself." Migrations begin with inner change. Remember, adaptability isn't just survival, it's thriving in the face of transformation. Use humor to ease transitions. Imagine a salmon telling another, "You call this a river? I've seen puddles bigger than this." Humor lightens the load, much like witty dialogue in films makes heavy moments bearable. Ibn Battuta's humorous accounts of cultural differences, like his surprise at women's social freedoms in Mali, teach us the value of open-mindedness during migrations. His anecdotes remind us that adapting often means laughing at the unexpected. Learning and memory, nature's libraries. Animal intelligence, elephants, parrots, and rats. Elephants never forget a phrase we often use, but it has roots in reality. Their incredible memories allow them to find water holes even after decades. Imagine if we could recall childhood memories with such clarity, like the first time we saw the ocean or the joy of a bedtime story. Parrots mimic voices not just for amusement but to adapt and connect with their human flock. Think of the parrot in Aladdin, whose witty remarks add humor and insight, a reminder that intelligence often comes with a dose of charm. Rats, often underestimated, can navigate complex mazes, a skill that's been likened to the strategy of wartime generals. Remember the line from The Art of War, "In the midst of chaos, there is also opportunity." From memory athletes to Alzheimer's research. In ancient India, sages like Tulsidas memorized entire epics like the Ramayana. It wasn't just an exercise of the mind but a testament to the incredible capabilities of human memory. Tulsidas, with his flowing beard and serene countenance, would sit under the spreading branches of a peepal tree, reciting verses that painted the grand tapestry of Rama's journey. Villagers would gather around, captivated by his eloquence and the vivid imagery his words conjured. His ability to recall every line, every nuance, left them in awe, inspiring a deep respect for the power of the human mind. Today, the feats of these ancient sages inspire modern memory athletes. These contemporary heroes use visualization and storytelling to recall hundreds of random numbers, names, and facts. Imagine turning a shopping list into a vivid story. Bread becomes a towering castle with walls of crusty loaves, and milk transforms into a flowing river of creamy goodness. It's a technique that combines creativity with cognition, making the mundane unforgettable. Athletes like Dominic O'Brien, who holds multiple world memory champion titles, have perfected these techniques, demonstrating that with practice, our memory can achieve extraordinary feats. But the journey of memory isn't confined to humans alone. And how about the spiritual aspect of memory? Buddha's illustration of being an elephant in a past life underlines the belief in karma, rebirth, and the continuity of consciousness. In this tale, the elephant, wise and benevolent, remembers its past lives and the lessons learned. This spiritual aspect of memory ties us to our ancestors and their teachings, reminding us that our actions today shape our future reincarnations. It's a beautiful illustration of how memory transcends time, connecting us to the eternal cycle of life and learning. In modern times, our understanding of memory has expanded to include its emotional depths. Films like Inside Out capture this beautifully. The scene where joy and sadness work together to save a core memory is a poignant reminder of how our emotions shape our recollections. The movie shows that memories are not static, they are fluid and influenced by our feelings. It's a powerful message that resonates with anyone who has ever looked back on a moment with a different perspective. Our everyday lives are filled with opportunities to create and cherish memories. Think of a family gathering where stories from the past are shared, laughter rings out, and bonds are strengthened. These moments are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives. A grandmother recalling her childhood, her eyes sparkling with the joy of bygone days, or a child wide-eyed with wonder as they hear tales of old. These are the human elements that make memory so special. Even in the natural world, memory plays a vital role. Birds migrating thousands of kilometers rely on memory and instinct to navigate vast distances. Their journeys are a testament to the incredible resilience and adaptability of life. Consider the Arctic tern, traveling from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back, a round trip of about 70,000 kilometers. It's a feat that leaves even seasoned travelers in awe. Memory also guides the wildebeest migration in Africa. Over 1.5 million wildebeests, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, embark on a perilous trek across the Serengeti. They follow the ancient paths etched into their collective memory, seeking greener pastures. This migration is fraught with danger, but it's also a magnificent demonstration of the power of memory in guiding survival. In the digital age, we find new ways to enhance our memory. Technology like virtual reality can create immersive experiences that aid in memorization and learning. Imagine walking through a virtual ancient city, every detail etched into your mind as if you had truly been there. It's a fusion of the old and new, where ancient techniques of visualization meet cutting-edge technology. The interplay between memory and emotion is also seen in the rituals and traditions we uphold. Festivals, ceremonies, and customs are passed down through generations, each carrying the weight of history and the joy of celebration. Diwali, with its twinkling lights and vibrant colors, evokes memories of togetherness and hope. Similarly, Christmas, with its carols and festive cheer, brings to mind warmth and goodwill. Memory is not just about the past, it's a tool for the future. The lessons we learn from history guide our decisions and shape our destiny. The story of Mahatma Gandhi, who led India to independence through nonviolent resistance, is etched into the collective memory of the nation. His teachings continue to inspire movements for peace and justice worldwide. In our personal lives, memory helps us navigate challenges and celebrate achievements. A student's first day at school, a couple's wedding day, the birth of a child. These milestones are cherished memories that form the chapters of our life story. Ultimately, memory is the essence of our humanity. It's the way we connect with others, understand ourselves, and make sense of the world. So, let's honor the power of memory in all its forms. Let's create new memories, cherish old ones, and appreciate the role they play in shaping our lives. After all, in the grand journey of life, memories are the milestones that guide us, inspire us, and remind us of who we are. Practical applications, boosting memory through nature's techniques. When we were children, our ancestors taught us through stories, a method that still works today. Stories engage the mind and make lessons stick, says cognitive psychologist Dr. Jane. Owls, symbols of wisdom in many cultures, teach us about focus. Their nocturnal hunting mirrors the human ability to concentrate deeply when needed. Create a ritual like journaling at night to sharpen your focus. Adopt the eagle's perspective. Ancient texts often describe the eagle as a seer, spotting opportunities from great heights. Take time to step back and view your challenges from a broader angle. Regeneration, healing and renewal. Starfish and salamanders, masters of regrowth. Imagine a starfish regenerating a lost arm. It's not just an incredible biological feat, it's a metaphor for resilience. When we were children, didn't our parents teach us to bounce back from failures? Salamanders, often called nature's healers, can regrow entire limbs. Ancient Indian poets like Tukaram likened human resilience to nature's ability to heal itself, emphasizing the inner strength we often underestimate. Human parallels, stem cells, organ regrowth, and recovery. Stem cell research today is akin to the wisdom of sages like Chanakya, who believed in rebuilding not just kingdoms but also the spirit of a defeated people. Charak, the ancient Indian physician, emphasized the body's innate ability to heal itself, a principle echoed in modern regenerative medicine. In ancient India, Charakya's teachings were revolutionary. He walked the dusty paths of Indian villages, teaching about the body's natural healing powers. He believed that proper diet, lifestyle, and herbal treatments could harness this innate ability. Fast forward to today, and we see his principles in the cutting-edge field of regenerative medicine, where scientists are developing techniques to stimulate the body's own repair mechanisms. Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, taught that healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. His insights resonate with how salamanders regenerate at their own pace, highlighting the patience needed in recovery. Picture a salamander in a forest, its limb torn off by a predator. Over weeks, it regrows the limb, cell by cell, in a perfect demonstration of nature's patience and efficiency. This mirrors the stories of countless patients who, given the right care and environment, achieve miraculous recoveries over time. Think of a famous scene from The Dark Knight Rises, where Bruce Wayne climbs out of the prison pit. His physical and emotional regeneration mirrors our own ability to heal given time and determination. This scene is iconic not just for its drama, but for its powerful metaphor of human resilience. Bruce Wayne, battered and broken, finds the strength within to rise, symbolizing our own journeys of healing and recovery. Chanakya, the ancient Indian teacher and advisor, emphasized the importance of resilience and regeneration in both personal and political realms. His teachings on rebuilding and revitalizing are mirrored in today's cutting-edge stem cell research, which aims to regenerate damaged tissues and organs, offering hope to those who have suffered loss or injury. Recent advancements in stem cell research have been nothing short of mind-blowing. Scientists have made significant strides in using stem cells to treat a variety of conditions, from heart disease to spinal cord injuries. For instance, researchers at Mayo Clinic have developed techniques to grow many organs, or organoids, in the lab. These organoids can mimic the function of real organs, providing a powerful tool for studying diseases and testing new treatments. 3. Another exciting development is the use of stem cells to treat drug addiction. Deep brain stimulation, a technique that involves electrically stimulating specific brain regions, has shown promise in reducing cravings and preventing relapse. This innovative approach could revolutionize addiction treatment, offering a new hope to those struggling with substance abuse. The potential of stem cell research is vast and ever-expanding. Scientists are exploring ways to use stem cells to regenerate not just limbs, but entire organs. This could lead to breakthroughs in treating conditions that were once considered untreatable, such as severe burns or degenerative diseases. The ability to regenerate tissues and organs could transform the field of medicine, offering new hope to millions of people around the world. In addition to physical regeneration, stem cell research is also shedding light on the emotional and psychological aspects of healing. Studies have shown that stem cells can play a role in repairing the brain and nervous system, offering new insights into how we can heal from trauma and mental health disorders. This research is inspired by the natural regenerative abilities of animals like salamanders and starfish, which can regrow limbs and organs with remarkable efficiency. The wisdom of Chanakya, with its emphasis on resilience and regeneration, is reflected in the modern pursuit of regenerative medicine. Just as Chanakya believed in rebuilding and revitalizing, today's scientists are working to harness the body's natural healing powers to create a healthier, more resilient future. The parallels between ancient wisdom and modern science highlight the timeless nature of the human quest for knowledge and healing. In conclusion, stem cell research today embodies the spirit of Chanakya's teachings, offering hope and renewal to those in need. As we continue to explore the potential of stem cells, we are reminded of the enduring wisdom of the past and the limitless possibilities of the future. The journey of healing and regeneration is a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the human spirit, echoing the timeless lessons of ancient sages like Chanakya. Advances in medicine inspired by animals. Remember, as Pascal might say, humans are both fragile and infinitely capable. Modern advancements, like bioengineered tissues, take cues from nature's own healing powers. Scientists are now studying the remarkable regenerative abilities of animals like axolotls and sea cucumbers. These creatures can regrow not just limbs, but organs and tissues, offering a blueprint for revolutionary medical treatments. Florence Nightingale, a pioneer in modern nursing, showed how care and environment play a vital role in healing, a lesson as timeless as observing how animals create safe spaces for recovery. Nightingale's legacy is seen in the compassionate care provided in modern hospitals. Just as a bird builds a secure nest for its hatchlings, Florence Nightingale created an environment where patients could heal, emphasizing cleanliness, nutrition, and mental well-being. Buddha's story of the wounded swan, saved and cared for, reminds us of our shared responsibility in healing ourselves and others. Healing is not just about science but also compassion. In this ancient tale, the Buddha and his cousin find a wounded swan. While his cousin wants to claim it as a trophy, the Buddha insists on healing and releasing it. This story teaches us that true healing involves empathy and kindness, a principle as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Psychology shows that visualizing regeneration, seeing ourselves as whole again, speeds up recovery. Starfish and salamanders don't give up, neither should we. Visualization techniques are now used in therapy to help patients overcome trauma and illness. By imagining their bodies healing, patients can activate the mind-body connection, promoting actual physical recovery. Just as a starfish can regrow its arms, we too can visualize and achieve our own regeneration. Modern regenerative medicine is pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible. Scientists are exploring how to use stem cells to regrow damaged tissues and organs. Research has shown that injecting stem cells into damaged hearts can help repair the muscle, offering hope for patients with heart disease. This research is inspired by the natural regenerative abilities seen in animals, translating these ancient principles into modern medical breakthroughs. One remarkable story comes from the field of neuroregeneration. In 2019, scientists at Harvard University developed a technique to stimulate nerve repair in mice, allowing them to regain the use of paralyzed limbs. This discovery, inspired by the regenerative capabilities of creatures like newts, opens the door to potential treatments for spinal cord injuries in humans. It's a perfect example of how observing nature leads to groundbreaking advances. Animal healing powers extend beyond physical regeneration. Elephants, for instance, display remarkable emotional resilience. After experiencing trauma, they exhibit behaviors that suggest mourning and recovery, forming close bonds with their herd for support. This mirrors human psychological healing, where social connections and community play a critical role in overcoming adversity. Let's not forget the practical applications of this knowledge. Bioengineers are developing materials that mimic natural healing processes. For instance, researchers are working on creating artificial skin that can heal like natural skin, inspired by the properties of certain animals' regenerative tissues. These innovations promise to transform medical treatments and improve the quality of life for countless individuals. Florence Nightingale's teachings on the importance of environment in healing are echoed in today's holistic approaches to health. Modern hospitals incorporate nature, light, and art into their design, creating spaces that promote healing. Just as Nightingale understood the importance of a healing environment, modern architects and healthcare professionals recognize that our surroundings significantly impact our recovery. In popular culture, these themes of healing and regeneration are prevalent. Think of Marvel's Wolverine, whose ability to heal rapidly from any injury fascinates audiences. While fiction, it's a reflection of our fascination with and aspiration for such incredible healing abilities. These stories, though fantastical, inspire real-world scientific pursuits, pushing the boundaries of medical science. The ancient teachings of Charaka and Hippocrates continue to guide us today. Charaka's emphasis on the body's innate healing powers is mirrored in the growing field of holistic medicine, which looks at the body as a whole, rather than just treating symptoms. Hippocrates' wisdom about the timing and opportunity in healing is a reminder that recovery is a journey, often requiring patience and the right circumstances. As we look to the future, the integration of ancient wisdom with modern technology holds incredible promise. The potential to harness the body's natural healing capabilities, inspired by the regenerative powers of animals, could revolutionize healthcare. Whether it's through stem cell research, bioengineered tissues, or advanced therapeutic techniques, the lessons from the past combined with the innovations of today pave the way for a healthier, more resilient future. Ultimately, the journey of healing is a universal experience, connecting us across cultures and time. From the ancient sages of India to modern scientists, the pursuit of understanding and enhancing our ability to heal reflects our deepest hopes and aspirations. It's a testament to the enduring human spirit and our relentless quest for knowledge and improvement. So, as we continue to explore and innovate, let's remember the lessons from nature and history. Let's embrace the wisdom of Charaka and Hippocrates, the compassion of Florence Nightingale, and the inspiring stories of animals and superheroes. Together, these elements create a rich tapestry of knowledge, guiding us towards a future where healing is not just a possibility but a promise.